Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be picking out my July TBR. Sorry again if you hear my air conditioner going. I can't help it. It's hot, y'all. I have to have it on, otherwise this house is so warm. Because it was built so long ago, it doesn't have like proper there's no central air or anything in it, so it gets super hot really quick. English. But so I have all of my standalone books, besides the ones that are technically on my June TBR, which I probably am not going to finish, that I will add to here eventually if I don't finish them. In this little jar, let me show you. It's all these books in this shelf here that I really want to read. I really want to read this year. I really want to get my physical TBR down, or at least like a certain percentage off. I think in my bullet journal I said like 17.5% because, you know, January Chantal is just so much. But I would like it to be higher than that if I could. But yes, so I actually am going to, I don't have, like, I'm filming on my phone, so I don't have anything else to pick a random number generator, so I think I'm gonna use my laptop, but I have to like fire her up and all and stuff, so I'm gonna pause, have a random number generator, and then do it that way. So I'll be back in a second. I know this is like the worst way to do this, but I want to be honest, make sure. So it's 1 through 50. I know I would probably never ever read 50 books in a month, but I didn't want to put like 30 and the chance of it being like 4 would be higher, you know? 27. Okay, there's no way I'm reading 27 books this month or next month. I read 30 books in, I did read 30 books in January, and I did read, what was it, 20 something books in February, so it's possible, but there's no way, okay? What is this curl doing? I don't know. So I'm not even gonna pick up that many because I just know I'm not gonna do that. I'll pick out 15. Okay, that's a really good number. That's very high. I need to read technically 10 books to reach my goal for the rest of the year. 10 books each month to reach the rest of my goal for 60 books. So I can reach 140 books. So I'll pick out 15 books out of here, but I am going to pick out one series from my little series cup. So I'm going to count the number of books first from the series and then do the standalone, if that makes sense. So let's do that. That's so funny. 27. There's no way. I would cry. Harry Potter. So how many books is that? 7? Count. Yes, 7 books. So technically I read the first 3, but I don't really remember what happened in the first one. Like, I know the ending, but I don't really remember like how he becomes or how he goes to Hogwarts and like all that kind of stuff. So I think I actually will reread from the beginning and we'll see how far I get. So that's 7. I'm not gonna take them off my shelf because it's so pretty and everything right now, and it's not July yet, so it's only the 19th of June, so I still have, what was it, 11 more days to finish my June TBR and get some of like my extra books I have over here onto different shelves, various shelves. So that's 7 books. So we need 8 books out of the standalone. And if I read more than 15 books next month, I will be very impressed. So I'll just count everything as a bonus book after that, because there's no way I'm reading 27. I shouldn't have put 50. That was ridiculous. I should have put 30. Okay. First one is Mr. Wrong Number. This is by Lynn Painter. It's this book. Looks super cute. This is about a girl named Olivia and a guy named Colin, and basically he texts her, it's a wrong number, and they end up flirting and stuff, and they don't realize that they roommates. Yeah, so Colin is her older brother's best friend, and he lives with, they're the brother and the best friend are roommates, and then she moves in with them after she has a string of bad luck, and chaos and love ensues. So that sounds adorable, and I like Lynn Painter because from what I know is that she only writes closed door, so that's always a plus. Don't have to worry about any sneaky scenes sneaking in there. Ooh, the masterpiece. This is a Francine Rivers book, and I'm kind of scared because she's sick. Ooh. But when I tell you, I haven't read Redeeming Love or anything yet, but where is it? Why do I not have it on my bookshelf anywhere? I don't know where it went. But The Lady's Mine from Francine Rivers is truly one of my favorite books of all time. It's so beautiful, and the cover's stunning as well. But the writing and the characters and the story and everything, chef's kiss, so good. That actually is what introduced me to Francine Rivers. Of course, I had heard of Redeeming Love, especially with the movie and everything that came out a few years ago. But yeah, The Lady's Mine, I wasn't even going into it expecting a whole lot, just because it's like I wasn't sure how. I've heard so many mixed reviews about Francine Rivers. Some people are like, oh, Redeeming Love is beautiful, it's a classic, and some people are like, it's so blah against women and all this stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm scared going into it. But I like that it's taken out, it's a story, basically she's doing like a retelling of the book of, was it Amos? So I really liked that. I thought that was cool. But this is 484 pages. Oh my word, there's no way that I'm going to be able to read all of these books, y'all. I'm so scared. Okay. The ghost of his past hold him captive. Her missteps bring her to his door. New York Times bestseller Francine Rivers returns to her romance roots in this unexpected and redemptive love story. A probing tale that reminds us that mercy can shape even the most broken among us into imperfect yet stunning masterpiece. Into an imperfect yet stunning masterpiece. I was like, wait, no, grammar? So it's by a guy named Roman, who's an artist. And Grace is his assistant. Ooh, love a little office romance type thing. And basically she comes from a broken past with her failed marriage, and he has a past that haunts him, and yeah, that sounds really good actually. I'm kind of excited about that. I know it's a thick book, but honestly, when I read The Lady's Mine, I read that story so fast, and that was over 400 pages. So honestly, hopefully that book will go by really fast. The next one is, Stormfront. It's actually over here. So I finally am able to take this puppy out of my purgatory book case because I had to read the first 3 novellas in the Derek Storm series to be able to even read this, and I didn't realize that when I bought this. I thought this was the first book, so it's the first book, but there's like prequels to it, so I had to read those first. So they will take that off of a little book box with books from like the last ends of series, or like the middle series. I didn't realize where they were in the middle of when I got them, or they were given to me. So yeah, this is Derek Storm's the first technical book in the series. Although you have to read the prequels before you read this one. And I just finished the prequel today, so look at that. Yes, so I feel like you kind of have to read the prequels. I don't want to tell you what it's about. Basically, it's a man named Derek Storm, and he is a CIA operative, and he has to travel the world and try to save it. You know, it's Richard Castle. It's, you know, the fake author from the show Castle, and that's a very beloved show. I've seen every episode probably 3 times. I love that show. I was very sad when it stopped, although I know, you know, 8 seasons is a lot. But yes, I have to finish the Derek Storm series, so this book and one other book in that series, so I can continue the Nikki Heat series because it coincides. I can't talk. I need to slow down and speak properly. Evie Drake starts over. Where are you? Evie Drake starts over. I think this is the one about where her husband dies. Yeah. So it's a girl named Evie, and she loses her husband in a car crash. It's so sad. And then a guy named Dean, who is a Major League Baseball pitcher. He like is losing his game, so he goes to Maine where she's living, and he rents out like her back room and stuff in her house. So basically it's about their overcoming their struggles and their kind of tragedies in their lives and stuff, and it sounds like it's gonna be really, really good. I feel like it's gonna be a little sad, so we'll see how I feel. Let's see, what is that? That's 4 books, so that's 11, so 4 more. I didn't want this TBR to be super long, but here we are. Ooh, and then there was None by Agatha Christie. I actually have read this before, so I know the ending. I know how it ends, but I haven't read it in such a long time. I think I read it back when I was 15, maybe even 14, 15. I was in a really big Agatha Christie phase back when I was that age, and I read almost every single one of her novels, both Miss Marple, Tommy and Twopence, and Mr. Poirot. And yeah, I don't like all of them kind of blur together, so I'm kind of rereading them sporadically when I get them. But I have these cute little editions. I really like these ones, and like the this one doesn't have a certain investigator, but the Mr. Poirot ones or the Miss Marple ones actually have like their names, so you can tell which one's which. I really like that. But basically, if you don't know, 10 strangers are lured to an island, and basically one by one they all get killed, and there's like a really weird creepy rhyme that goes along with it, and it's really good. And it's interesting because it's not who you think it's gonna be until literally like the last page and you're still shocked. So yeah. Oh no. I don't want to read this. It's The Invisible Life. You can't even see it, it's so bright. It's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V. Schwab, and I'm dreading reading this book because it's so intimidating to me. Beautiful cover, but I've tried a V. Schwab book before, although I do have to say I do really like Under the Dust Jacket. because it has really pretty birds on it and stuff, which is kind of cool. And then the inside are little stars. But basically, it's with this girl named Addie, and she makes a deal with. Basically, she makes a deal with the devil, in France, and she basically gets to live forever, but no one remembers her. So I'm probably butchering this explanation, but basically, so like if I would meet her, I wouldn't remember her when I see her again, type thing. But then there's one guy that does remember her, and she's like, "Who are you?" So yeah, all that fun stuff. I just heard so many mixed reviews about it, and B.E. Schwab's writing kind of scares me, because I tried to read Vicious one time, and I literally I had to put it down. I was like, oh my god, this is so bad. So not that I will never pick that book up again, but it was just really, really dark. I wasn't really expecting that, and it kind of scared me, and I was like, okay. But I was younger when I tried to read it, so that might have been the reason why. Let's see, how many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 7, so 2 more. Okay. I'm nervous, y'all. After Rome, absolutely not. I'm putting that one back. You all can hate me and say that I'm rigging my own game, but I am not reading that book. Tell me lies. Okay, we'll do a fun little thriller. If I can get you out. There we go. Who's this by? Carella. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. I'm so sorry. Lovering. And this is about a girl named Lucy, and I have a stepsister named Lucy. She's pretty cool. Lucy and Stephen. Basically, she's a college student, and she is trying to embrace college life, and then she meets Stephen. I know it's probably Stephen, but it's a PH, so I want to say Stephen. And basically, it's about, their love, and it kind of gives me. Have you ever seen that TV show You? I don't remember the guy's name. I've never seen it, but I've heard people talk about it and stuff. And it's based off a book, I think, also called You. But the guy and the stalker, it kind of reminds me of this, but I don't know if he's a stalker, so we'll see. Hopefully it's good. But it's funny because I actually got this at St. Vincent de Paul, and it's an ARC, which you're not supposed to sell. So I'm like, ugh, that's hilarious. But yeah, got that. I'll show you the book that I was like, no, absolutely not. We're not reading this. It's not as thick or anything as I was thinking in my head when I said no, but it's just so, it's like a high, it's like history and lots of that kind of stuff. It's under 350 pages, but I can't be bothered right now. I know that's so bad. I apologize, but that's how I feel. So, watch me pick it one more time. I know we're almost at 20 minutes, so I'm really trying to hurry. Last one. Now. What happens after midnight? Ooh, goodness. Sorry. What happens after midnight? K.L. Walther, I believe is how you pronounce that. And this one basically is about a girl named Lily. And Lily Hopper. That's a fun name. She's kind of the goody two-shoes of her school, and basically her ex-boyfriend is this jester who's playing all these pranks for their senior year at their school. And but then the prank involves her prom date Daniel, and blah 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 blah. So It sounds good. It sounds cute. I apparently plan to annotate it. I don't think that's going to be happening, but we'll see. So, if you forgot what we were doing because this video is so long, we are reading, I am reading, the whole entire Harry Potter series, which is this book and all of these books right here. And it's a lot of pages. It probably won't happen, but we'll be optimistic, okay? Then, I'm gonna just kind of show you Tell Me Lies, What Happens After Midnight, Secret Life of Allie LaRue, and Then There Were None, Evie Drake Starts Over, Stormfront, The Masterpiece, and Mr. Wrong Number. And that, my friends, is 15 books. Here is the standalones in a stack. And I will calculate how many pages it is, but it's probably enough to kill me, so I don't think this is gonna happen this this month. I wish I had a full semester to read all these books. Oh my goodness. But no, we have 1 month. We have what, 31 days in July? That's so scary. But yes, anyway, that is all. If you like this video, you can thumbs up or whatever. And if you want to, feel free to subscribe. I'm terrified, y'all. This is not gonna happen. I will calculate how many pages all these books are together and put them down in the description below, but I guarantee you I'm not gonna be able to do it. Not to leave off in like a bad note, but I'm just so shocked. I can't believe I put 150. What was I thinking? That was so stupid of me. But anyway, I will see y'all later. Love y'all.